Now, from your weather authority, here's meteorologist Kara Thompson.
Good evening, Concho Valley. Well, today was pretty much our first dry day since all of this rain has come through the area, but it has left the Concho Valley a little bit muggy right now. Temperatures are at 69 degrees here in San Angelo. Dew point pretty high still at 63 degrees. Humidity up at 81%. We're currently getting winds from the east at 5 miles per hour. Now, because we had those breaks in the clouds, we did get some nice sunset photos. This one was actually from last night once the rain had moved out of San Angelo, and this is from Chuck Montgomery. Here's some from tonight as well. This is from Dennis King. As you can see, clouds started clearing off by the late afternoon, evening hours, so definitely got some good sunset photos in for tonight. So thank y'all for sending in those viewer photos, and if you have any photos to share with us, you can send it to our KLST Facebook page. Now, speaking of rain, finally found some rainfall totals from this whole event. So from September 2nd, which was last Sunday, until yesterday. So as you can see, Mathis Field only received just above 3 3/4 of an inch. However, if you look at Pauline, which is up in North San Angelo, they got 5 inches. So it really depended on where you lived. And right now, looking at some of these totals, El Dorado being the hot spot at 7.86 inches. And definitely we had other reports coming in, and some areas getting up to 9 inches. So these are just some official records that we received, so that's just something to keep in mind, really depending on what area you were living in, but most of that rain was towards our southeast overall. But satellite radar right now, it's dry across the Concho Valley. We're just picking up a little bit of noise here in the San Angelo area, and as we zoom out, most of that rain is down towards the coast right now. Right now we have this drier air that is moving into the area, and we're going to continue to see some dry conditions as we head into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Now, something that isn't dry, this is Hurricane Florence. It has strengthened back up into a hurricane, currently a Category 1. And a lot of media outlets have been talking about this just because it is expected to make landfall as a Category 4 hurricane, which means winds between 131 miles per hour to 155 miles per hour. Right now, forecasting it to run up and close to Wilmington, North Carolina right now. So just keeping an eye on that, because it could be some pretty bad conditions and some pretty horrible impacts in those areas. Right now, for the last 24 hours, seeing temperatures pretty much staying consistent between the high 60s and the high 70s. And for our almanac data, our high today was 79 degrees and our low was 69 degrees. So still cooler than average for this time of year overall. In terms of what we can expect for the next couple days, for tonight, we're going to see clouds start to come back up. Probably going to be a partly cloudy morning with lows in the low 60s. But as we go into the afternoon hours, clouds will be clearing out. It will probably be in the mid 80s, and those clouds should be coming back as we head into Tuesday morning as well, with high lows in the mid 60s. So for tonight's forecast, partly cloudy skies with a low of 62 degrees. It's probably going to be pretty muggy waking up tomorrow. And for tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. Clouds will decrease with a high of 84 degrees. And for your Weather Authority extended forecast for the rest of the week, we're looking at sunshine continuing until Thursday, and then we have 20% chances for rain as we round out the week. Now, moving on to the answer to tonight's KLST weather trivia question. Manned flights into hurricanes began in D. 1943. In the midst of World War II, Colonel Joseph Duckworth took a bet and flew an AT-6 Texan, which is a single-engine airplane, into the eye of a Category 1 hurricane near Galveston, Texas. He flew into the same storm twice, and that flight showed that hurricane reconnaissance flights were possible. So that was basically the start of the hurricane hunters.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that he just decided, oh, I'm just going to go into a hurricane, like, no big deal.
You want to try and do this? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite the team player. And
Definitely.
Speaking of team players, coming up in sports, Andrew Neff